What's going on, guys? Welcome to Barrookie. In today's video I want to poke a little bit more on the subject of sternum injuries and how I got rid of it and how I manage it. So the thing is, last week I had to sit a lot for my job, so my upper back got really tight again. So it also came with a little bit of sternum pain and sternum discomfort. So in today's video I want to share with you how I tackle this problem. First thing I want to say is my sternum pain usually comes with a stuck back. So let me put up my shirt for you real quick. So usually when it gets very tight up here around my spine in this area, so as I perceive it, and as I told in the last video, when my upper back gets stuck, so my thoracic spine mobility is going down. So what ends up happening is, in order to compensate and in order to get some movement up here, my sternum has to do a lot more. It has to give a lot more. So that ends up aggravating the joint, and that's what causing the pain for me. So now I want to do a little bit of research, and I want to see if you guys perceive it the same way. So if you have sternum injury, do you also feel it at your back? Does it affect something else? Do you feel it in your neck? Maybe you do. Please let me know in the comments down below, so maybe we can search for it together. Another thing I want to say before we get into some techniques is a disclaimer that I'm not a doctor, nor do I claim to be one. So if you have some serious injuries, please consider going to a physical therapist. And that's what I did, but what I found was that it was really difficult to actually get a cure for it. So but we found that a tight back is really causing it for me. So let me know in the comments down below if it's the same for you. And today I want to show you 5 techniques as to how I loosen up the tension in my thoracic spine. So I hope you'll learn something. So the first technique is with a peanut. So a peanut is basically just 2 balls taped together. So I already explained this one, but basically your muscles lay on the bumpy parts and your spine lies in between, so it doesn't put pressure on your spine. The great thing with this one, as opposed to a foam roller for your thoracic spine, is that a foam roller will also press down on your spine, so it makes your spine pop, but that's not something you want. You really want to loosen up the muscles around it, so that's why a peanut comes in very handy. So what we do is put the peanut down, go and lay on it, make sure your spine is in the middle of the 2 bumps, and just find a spot that's really tense for you. Let it go in a little bit, then hold your breath, and you'll find that the muscle is going to tense up a little bit. That's okay. And once you release the pressure, you're going to feel that your body is going to accept the peanut and it's going to push a little bit deeper. So the second thing I was talking about is just trying to make a little bit of an adjustment. So now you're really pushing into the tissue. Oh, a great way to relieve some tension. With the second one, we're going to stretch the lats. So the lats are also going to influence your thoracic spine mobility. So how to stretch your lats? Very easy. So you're going to take a strong stance and we're going to tilt our body to the side. You should feel a real nice stretch in your lats. You should also feel that the muscles in between your ribs are going to open up a little bit. That's fine too. Okay, this one was an easy one. Another muscle that usually creates a lot of tension, as opposed to the lower traps which we stretched with the peanut, it's also the upper traps, and the upper traps can be very tight, especially when you have to sit a lot for your job or for school, and you tend to get hunched over, and these traps get a lot tighter than they should be. So now we're going to do a little bit of a trap stretch. Make sure whenever you do neck stretches or muscles that connect to the neck, that you warm up your neck properly, so you don't have any spasms that can get your neck out of whack. Trust me, I've had this one. So make sure you warm your neck up, do some circles, go from left to right. I can already feel the tension in my upper traps, so it's going to be necessary. So a stretch probably everyone knows, but most people neglect to do is this one. So you take your head and we're going to slightly go down with our arm. So we're just letting the weight of our arm go down, not pull our head down. That's not good for your neck. Just let the weight gently pull down, and you're going to pull this shoulder downwards, so you leave your arm hanging. It should feel a nice stretch. If you want to shift the focus a little bit, you just, from this position on, you're going to look at your armpit, and you should feel the stretch a little bit further down. From there you can even go down and look up, just to change the angle a little bit. Okay, so the fourth one is opening up the lower traps, and with this you can use a rubber band and a pole or any posts. Now I'm going to use this tree. So you take your rubber band, this one here. It really doesn't matter which kind, but you put it around the post, and you're going to cross your arms and kind of put your shoulder blades in front of you and really let your body hang. And you should feel a nice stretch in the thoracic spine. By crossing your arms, you pull your shoulder blades even further apart and get the stretch a little bit deeper. Another thing is you can move your hips slightly forward, so you create a little bit of a curvature, and that opens up the thoracic spine a little bit more. So whatever feels good, just do it. It's going to feel amazing after you relieve the tension of it. Disclaimer with this one, try to be gentle with your back. You don't want to like rip it open, just go gently into the stretch, then come out of it. Look how it feels, then go a little bit into it more, go out of it. Listen to your body. You don't want to overdo this and stretch the crap out of it and next day be like laying down cramped up. So really take the necessary precautions. Let's go to the fifth one. Okay, final stretch we're going to do. It's going to be a little twist and turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn to the left, and we're going to stretch with that our right side of the back. And what I recommend you do is when you turn to the left, you breathe in. So I breathe out on the way back. So you build up tension going to the left, and you release the tension going down. It's like a principle of yoga, but it helps with any type of stretching. So obviously we're also going to do this to the right side. Feels great, doesn't it? So I hope these 5 stretches will help you out tremendously with your thoracic spine mobility. Even if it helps a small bit, I'll be happy for you. So leave a comment down below to tell me how it went, if this is complete bullshit or maybe it helps you out. So leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to support the channel, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace!